Is it rolling, Bob? Hey YouTube, back again. I don't really know how to approach this, but I'm going to give it a shot. It's good to have a pipe when you're pondering something. A couple of weeks ago, an old friend of mine passed away. I say old friend. He wasn't that old. He was about my age, maybe a year or two older. So somewhere in the late 60s, mid 60s. It was an important part of my life when I was younger, about 40 years ago, when I was in grad school and in my brief career as a research assistant in forestry. I have a lot of fond memories of those days. Some disappointments and bitterness, but mostly fond memories, and Larry was part of that. He was a special guy, a lot of energy, very bright, very intelligent. So one of a handful of guys I hung around with back then that all went on to bigger and better things. They all wound up getting PhDs and getting nice jobs in industry or academia. I didn't make it, but that's another story. But I'm getting to be the age now where people of my contemporaries are passing away. And being semi-retired now, I've got some time on my hands, so I've been doing some reading and watching videos and learning about stuff that I was mildly aware of in the past, but it's coming into a clearer focus now. And it boils down to a couple of things. Simple to say, not so simple to live, but one is Memento Mori. From the Stoics. Check out Ryan Holiday, the Daily Stoic on YouTube. He's got many videos, and I've got one of his books. Come on. Getting to the bottom of this bowl. But check this out. I have strike anywhere matches using a shovel. Anyway, Memento Mori, as I understand it, means remember that you're mortal. You're going to die. Your time on this earth is limited, and many of us have no idea when it's going to end. Kind of goes along with the carpe diem. So take every day and appreciate it. Try to enjoy it. Try to be good. Be productive. Be good to those you love. Be fair and decent to those you associate with. Do things you enjoy, don't put them off. All that good stuff. Of course, it's easier now that I'm at a stage of life where a lot of the pressures of the younger years are waning. A little more control of my schedule. More time to read and contemplate, smoke a pipe. The other thing that's kind of a buzzword today is mindfulness. I see it as being related. The past is gone. Future's not here yet. All we have is the present moment. You hear that all the time, but it's really, obviously it's true. And one can cultivate the ability to be mindful. Pay attention to the exact moment that you're living. Don't dwell on the past too much. Don't worry about the future. They don't exist. All there is the gurgle in this pipe and the present moment. So I just read John Kabat-Zinn's book, Mindfulness for Beginners, something like that. Trying to be less mindless when I'm doing things, simple things, everyday things, brushing your teeth, washing the dishes, getting dressed, simplest little motions, simplest little chores and activities. Pay attention to what you're doing. Less likely to screw things up that way too. And hopefully most of your moments will be good ones, happy ones, enjoyable ones, satisfying ones. Doesn't mean you don't plan things. It doesn't mean you don't think about what happened in the past. Very few of us can do that, ignore those things. But understand what they are, that they don't exist. Certainly the past we can't change. We don't know what the future holds. We can hope for things and plan things and work towards things, but it's not worth getting too worked up about because we don't really know what's going to happen. So that's what I was thinking about when I was thinking about my old friend. He was a significant influence in my young life. I learned stuff from him, both about the work we were doing and his approach to life. Much different than me in many ways, but still a great guy to be around. I'm kind of sad about that. A lot of my friends from way back when are no longer in my life now. Every once in a while I'll go on Facebook or Google and look for people, and if I find somebody who's seems available, I might send them a message or an email. Not too often, a handful of times in the last few years. I've been pretty lucky about getting responses back. You know, we'll exchange one or two emails, and that'll be that. But it's good to touch base with the past, see what people are up to. think about how they affected my development. I'm prone to thinking about that kind of stuff. I don't wallow in it too much, but once in a while, so I gotta kind of keep that in check. Bring myself back to the present. But that's it. Sorry to ramble here. May or may not upload this. We'll see how I feel about it tonight. But I just thought I would share those thoughts. Maybe some of you are in a place in your life where you have had similar thoughts. Maybe you've lost friends. Maybe you've contemplated what it means to live in the present moment, what it means to make the most of every day. I'd like to see comments. With that, once again, thanks for joining me. Be safe. Get your vaccines. Make time in your present moment for a pipe.